What's going on, guys? Welcome back to The Commodity. I'm Fez, and today we are taking a look at comedians on Australians. Oh, comedians on Australians. So it's not necessarily Australian comedians. Okay, that's what I thought it was originally. Now, this was suggested by Ozzy Tash. So for y'all, it's the 4th of July. For us, it's still the 3rd, but tomorrow for me is the 4th. I got to work still, but it's the 4th of July. So it's an important day here, you know, whatever. Anyways, Discord link down in my description and right up here, or wait, this way up here. Link will be up there as well. Join the Discord. I know we've added a couple people at least. Yeah, we're up to 1211. Last time I checked was 1208. So welcome everybody. I think there's a way to, let's see here. Is it this one? Yeah. So let's see here. Welcome Igor Bonklovsky. Welcome Fid 500. Welcome Bone. Let's see here. What is today? It's the 3rd. So we'll say those two, and then we'll say welcome Sarah and welcome Moses IMNT. Yeah. Hey, there you are. And then Scythe. There you are. So yeah, a bunch of these names I'm starting to recognize in the chat room and everything. So if you haven't joined yet, go ahead and hop in. But let's take a look at this, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We're getting so close. I mean, we still got a little ways to go. And guys, I had somebody comment, "I unsubscribed to you because you didn't do the research before you made videos, and then you just watch other people's videos." This is a reaction channel. I know 99.9999% of y'all know what a reaction channel is, but for the 0.0001%, researching kind of kills the purpose. That's what makes us have a conversation. Y'all are my teachers. These videos are my teachers. And a lot of times these videos are wrong, but this is a great opportunity to interact with and that's what I love about this. Like, I like getting on here and kind of discussing it and seeing different people's takes. Even if I don't respond, I'll just hit the little love button. But then again, after a while, it gets to the point where there's so many comments in a single video that I really have a hard time, covering them all, especially really old videos. And I'm just like, I don't know the context of the statement sometimes, because it's like, I mean, I've been doing this now for 3 years, which is crazy to think. So, but anyways, guys, let's go ahead and jump into this. Let's see what we got.
Whereabouts in Australia are you from?
Melbourne.
Melbourne. So you weren't affected by the flooding, were you? Is that why you've sat so high up?
I love Jimmy Carr.
I'm here with my family. We're traveling in Australia. This is too high. And it's a jail. It's a jail, you're prisoners. And you don't like to talk about it, you're sensitive about it, you want to forget the past and move on into the future like every country that has a suspect past. It's a totally inhospitable place. You shouldn't be here. The sun, you live about 3/4 of a mile from it. And I've seen insects walking around with knee pads. You fling yourselves into the sea when you're not actually walking around audibly crackling in the heat. And the sea is full of jellyfish and sharks and other things who hate you. But you persist in living here. So we flew here, and with the children and everything, who are pressing the buttons and not sleeping and actually getting energy from the hatred they inspire in you on the plane. And
I know that too well. I'm the kid.
So you all really come from Irish prisoners, and that was because the English sent you here a long, long time ago. And the English were very good at that, at founding colonies and so on. A lot of it was because of the voice, the English voice. Irish people you never see starting a colony, willingly, because Irish people wouldn't turn up. They would say, "We'll go over there, it's got loads of stuff, are you coming?" "I will, yeah, I've just got to meet my brother for a quick drink, and I have to pick up some knitting and things, I'll be no." But the English were very good at it because they have that voice, you know, where they can go anywhere in the world. They go to Africa, say, and they say, "What's your name? Hello, hello. What's Mfubu? Hello, how are you? Hello, hello. Listen, Mfubu, Fubi. I've got some beads here in my pocket. Would you like to see them? Would you like? Would you just listen? Clicky clacky sound they make. Aren't they pretty? You keep those. You have those. You enjoy those. Walk away. They're yours. I'll just have from where you're standing to the horizon." Thank you very much. They were all very good at that. But anyway, so it's a, you know, it's a jail you live in. It's lovely. You've done wonderful things with it. But you are all still in denial. The only real reason I came, I don't want to see Urulu or Wurulurulu or any of your other garden fete exhibits. The only real reason I came here is to kill a wiggle.
Wild fucking country. I just learned
love
what an
Schultz.
Aboriginal was. That's cool. For the last week, I've been walking around like, man, black people out here love picnics, dog. What the fuck? Holy shit! Black people love picnicking, bro. Every time I see black people, they're fucking picnicking. Literally every time, on the grass, picnic, picnic, picnic. Black people in America do not fuck with fields. They got PTSD from that shit. There's a sordid history with fields. You see a black dude on grass back home, he's being tackled by a football player or the police, but either way. Dude, I couldn't believe it. And finally, some Australians started explaining to me, like, nah, they're not black people, they're Aboriginals, and like, we got like a real, you know, shitty past with them. It's been very hard to get them to assimilate to like white Western culture. And I'm like, what? They're relaxing in a park drinking wine. Mission accomplished, Australia. How white do you want them to be? Give them some fucking cheese and crackers, they're French. It's just crazy, man. I know you're not supposed to talk about them, so whatever, I won't talk about it. That's it, no more Aboriginal jokes. We went to a strip club out here, I saw a stripper with pussy hair, that shit was crazy. I was like seeing a beeper again, I was like, what? Throwback Thursday, holy shit. Pussy hair? Fuck. Dude, she had this thick patch of pussy hair. It was like a thick mat of pussy. There were two Aboriginals sitting on it, bro. It was crazy. Like, bro.
Oh my gosh.
No bullshit. I traded her a dance for some goon wine.
I once had sex with an Australian girl. She said mid-coitus, whilst fucking. She said, "Have you slimed yet?"
What?
Have you slimed yet?
Is that like a real thing?
It's not fucking Ghostbusters.
Box jellyfish, crocodiles, snakes, blue ring octopus, red-black spiders, funnel web spiders, great white sharks. Just some of the reasons that put me off going to Australia. Every creature is bigger and angrier than anywhere else on the world. I put it down to two things. One, it could either be because spiders and snakes and the like normally hide under rocks. The Earth is one big rock. Australia's at the bottom of the big rock.
That is actually logic.
You are a maniac.
Is
Thinking about where spiders go
that's logic. It's bad logic, but it's logic nonetheless.
and that works, doesn't it?
No.
Why doesn't that work like a
Because there's
rock?
no real upside down and bottom of the earth, is it? It's all relative to what? It's relative to what? A map that you saw.
Well, it's a coincidence, isn't it?
True.
Okay, read on.
Yeah.
I spent 3 years of my life in Australia. In actual fact, I didn't spend 3 years, I spent 18 months. But 18 months in Australia is like 3 years anywhere else. And the Australians are very proud of the country. I left London on Friday. at 4:30 in the afternoon. I flew all through Friday, all through Saturday, all through Sunday, and I arrived after 36 hours on an aeroplane. I arrived and see my eyes are hanging out. And the fellow says, "How did you find Australia?" I said, "I got off the bloody plane and it was there." The Australians actually, I know the Irish have a funny way of talking, but the Australians have also a funny, they add IE onto a lot of words. I was there around Christmas and I said to a fellow, I said, "What are you going to do on Christmas?" He said, "Well, I think I'll get up, Chrissy Day, I'll have my brekkie, I'll pick up the cozzy, go for a dippy, watch a game of footy, have a game of drinkies, and then I'll come home and have a yummy, yummy Chrissy Din Din." He was 64 years of age. They loved the, in Australia, they loved the booze. But the beer is so cold. It's hot, you have to have gloves to pick up the glass. 3 beers and your lip is like... Everything's got to be cold. And you get a tramp, a wino, goes into a chemist shop and said, do you have a bottle of methylated spirits?" And the chemist said, "Yes," gives him one. He said, "What's the matter? Don't you have a cold one?" They drink. I arrived there and somebody said, "Would you like a schooner?" I thought he was going to give me a boat. And they're always telling me, as soon as you arrive in Australia, they say, "Watch out for the sharks." And they don't say a shark will eat you or chew you up. They say he'll take you. You're going to be taken by a shark. And I think to myself, well, if he takes me, he'll die of alcoholic poisoning. And I'm swimming. But in the back of my mind, sharks. I'm thinking of it. And I'm swimming away. And a fellow goes underneath me. Swims on, I don't even see him. And he comes right under, and he goes with his finger, down my stomach. Nobody swam in that sea for about 3 days. It was the nearest thing I have ever done to in my life. I was across the water on the beach. When I was out there, I hired down on the coast a bungalow kind of shack, hut, which we used to go for weekends. And we always get down there and have a few beers and swim and eat, laugh, joke. And then one of these Australian friends of mine said, "Hey, Dave, you want to be careful about the grass around here. It's getting very tall, and a lot of snakes, they live in the grass. You want to cut it." And I said, "Well, I'm never here. I only come here every 6 weeks or something. How the hell am I going?" He said, "Well, buy yourself a sheep. Tether him, and he'll eat up all the grass." So I thought it was a very good idea. I bought a sheep for £5. Tied him up. 6 months later, he's as big as a house. Ooh, everywhere. Somebody said, "You want to get him sheared? He'll dehydrate." So I go back to Sydney and I go through the yellow pages, sheep shearing. And unknown to me, I am ringing up the biggest sheep shearing company in the world. And I said, "I'm making inquiries about sheep shearing." The woman said, "1 second, please." And I was, "Believe you're making inquiries about sheep shearing?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Well, let me tell you our rates first. We shear sheep per 5,000, 10,000, 50,000, 100,000. We've got different rates. We've got piece rate. We do hourly rate, weekly rate, monthly rate. It all depends on the number of sheep that you have, percentage loss, percentage gain." "How many sheep do you have?" I said, "1." He said, "Really? What's his bloody name?" I'll tell you something. I'll tell you, and I mean this very sincerely. The Australians are perhaps one of the most hospitable and generous people in the world. I mean, if you're stuck for a night, they'll give you a bed. You haven't got a drink, they'll give you a drink. Got no money, they'll give you money. The food, they'll take the food off the plate and give it to you. It's those white Australians I don't like.
That was actually really good. That last punchline was really, really funny. That is fantastic. I love how it's just so funny. It's funny how close it is to kind of like American jokes and stuff like that. Like, I hate to say it, you know, I mean, we went through kind of the same stuff. For us, it was Native Indians and Mexicans, for that matter. So it kind of hits on both cylinders. And then, you know, same for y'all. And then, you know, it was at one point, it was a colony of the UK, and same for y'all. And, you know, I mean, we're I hate to say it, guys, we're family. We're basically the same thing. We just have a few different differences here and there, but all in all, we're the same. But guys, this was great. Keep on suggesting. Link to the Discord's down in the description. Also, gaming channel is down in the description. But guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell notification. And until next time, bye.